Hello everyone, and welcome to what is effectively going to be a director's commentary of the Dubai GP stream for F1. Here at the media team, we put a lot of effort into making these streams for your viewing pleasure, so I thought that it would be a good idea if maybe you got a behind the scenes look, so I set up some cameras, so hopefully you find this behind the scenes a little interesting. We've had 9 races, some boring and some a lot more exciting, but for many positions in the championship it all comes down to this, the Dubai Grand Prix, which is the final round of this exhilarating Season 3. So for the last time, for a long time, we are racing once again, and this week we are here at the Palm Harbour circuit. With just 12 corners, this circuit features a straight that could compete with C1 in Italy, as well as some very technical high-speed sections with barriers near that are reminiscent of France. One wrong move on these curbs could send your car straight into the wall and straight out of the race, and maybe also calling out the safety car, which many teams are expecting here today. Slipstream is also said to give a big advantage around this track, with it being worth up to 1.5 seconds down the straights. The two DRS zones at this track follow each other, with one being significantly longer than the other. For the second time this season, we have a 0% chance of rain under the stars for what is also the first night or evening race of the season, and we have some teams opting for more harder one-stop strategies and some others opting for some more softer two-stop strategies, with the mediums and the softs being very appealing compounds. The top position is now wrapped up as Dakar becomes a 3-time world champion, the same number of different drivers that have held that position so far this season, being the second position of Kai Kara, as well as the third position of Patrick Kuro, who now, no matter what, will finish P3 as he is not racing today. The midfield is tighter than ever, with only a handful of points separating the top 10 positions, and the back of the field is slightly more spread out, but only one strong performance could massively change the lineup, not just in the Drivers' Championship, but also the Constructors as well. We also have the returning Low Midday, who showed some impressive performances last season, so what could he do for Lotus? And joining me in the commentary box today is the Brandstar team owner, it's Shay.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's race. We're going to be seeing some new faces, we're going to be seeing some old faces, we're going to be having glory, we're going to be having heartbreak. This is going to be the last race of the season, so strap on, because we're going to be going through a collision course, I believe, during this whole race. This is going to be making or breaking a lot of people's careers today. I will leave it up to D-Pod to start us off as we are about to be ready to finish the starting setup of the race.
I also believe Fassa told me that we may have a flyover of some fighter jets soon, so I'm just getting set up for that, just in case it does happen.
Are they going to be playing the national anthem too, I wonder?
No clue. So Capitan Bo lines up on pole if he did miss qualifying. We also have Dakar in P3, the returning Low Midday in P2. This could bring home some good points for Lotus, which would be good for their efforts in the Constructors' Championship.
How's everybody doing in the stream today? We looking excited to finish this race off?
Well, I know I am.
If you didn't follow us when we were running qualifying, we talked to you about a bit of the driver change-ups for today. Low Midday, as D-Pod has said, is going to be running in Lotus for today, taking over whoever in Lotus. I guess Warlord was the guy who was in Lotus, I think? Or was it somebody else?
It was Warlord and Inkerone, who actually turned out to be Mavis, so they aren't racing.
Oh yeah, that's right, Inkerone. Yeah, that's right. You're right. So Low Midday will be taking over for Inkerone, which aka Mavis. As for Audi, they're going to be holding their lineup. E-Spirit will be holding their lineup at Capitan and Cast. Dakar and Kakar are going to be in Ferrari, of course. Fernand and Professors staying in with Aston Martin. As for Red Star, it's still going to be Matt and Scuppins. For For Toyota, you're going to have Low Fun Greg. You can see him over in 22nd position. But for 12th, Coretta, who you might have been seeing in the McLaren runnings, is now going to be with Zint for today. And as for McLaren, you're going to have Melodic Adrian 12, who you saw in Brandstar in Japan. And then we have a new face here, Arsenic's Wolf. As for BMW, we still have Sing Stam and Derp Dino Zerks. And for Valor, we will still have Jogsy and TDM Fan. As for Brandstar, you're going to be seeing two new faces, as both drivers are not here today. Indominus Rex, who you might have seen in Katano, and JXCast, who you've seen in Brandstar GT3. And that should be all the drivers, I believe, unless I missed a team. I don't think I did.
Just waiting for the people at the back of the grid to now get themselves lined up.
And that should be everybody now, which means we can now start this race. We're going to be having 15 cuts. Cesar Capitan's already done a cut himself.
I've done a cut on the formation lap, that's brilliant. The lights are about to come on, and here they do come on. 5 lights are now on. And after a long time, they go out, and we are away for the last time this season in Dubai. Seems to be a decent start for Low Midday. He's already battling for the first position. That's a very good start from the Lotus, but he has started to fall back down as Capitan Bo asserts his dominance, starting from the front of the grid. In the back of the field, it's very hectic. Everyone's getting tangled with each other. Nobody seems to be crashing just yet. Here's Kai Kara.
Oh, hang on a second. BMW going real wide off that turn. Luckily, he's able to hold it, but if he keeps doing that, that's going to be him hitting him to the wall.
Kai Kara seems to be threading the needle quite well through this midfield.
Oh my goodness, who fell behind? That's a Ferrari in the very back. That's Dakar.
Dakar must have done a very bad start indeed. Seva has made his way all the way up into third. That's currently a Lotus 2-3. That's very surprising, as well as Castronics. He's managed to make his way all the way up into P4. Although he has slipped back slightly. The Aston Martin... Oh, he's fallen back to P9 now. The Aston Martins, the Audis, and Kai Kara in the Ferrari all seem to have been able to get ahead of him.
Yeah, they come across the straight, going into those few turns after the straight. Man, Capitan Bo's flying right now. But where's Dakar? Oh, he's out in the middle of the straight. He's got a long way to go. Everybody's already passed him.
Professor Bloxer now sets the fastest lap. So with every stream, usually there comes some sort of technical difficulty. However, this stream, it decided to come right at the start instead of in the middle where it usually comes up. My mouse actually went invisible. We use a 2-computer setup at the moment. Hopefully that won't be the case for next season, but the software that I used to connect both of them made my mouse turn invisible, which made it impossible to select any new onboards, and also made it impossible to change the multi-view output on OBS, which, as you can see here, wasn't that fun. My mouse seems to have gone invisible.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good either, indeed. Hang on, let's just try and get this sorted. Apologies for this camera view, you're going to be stuck on here for a while. I just need to try and sort my mouse out.
I'll try and keep you updated. Right now it seems as though they're going to be finishing up this next lap. Captain Bo's going across the final corner now. Everybody's still in the race. However, the pack is getting a little more separated right now.
Seva sets fastest lap.
Luckily, there are some good runoff zones on this track, so nobody's having too many problems when it comes to hitting a wall. However, as these tires start to wear out, they might have to take some more drastic measures. We'll have to see what happens. As of yet, everybody's still in this race. But Capitan Beau is running with it right now. At least a good second behind are going to be the Lotus. And then right behind them is going to be the Aston Martins.
Right, there we go. We should be back now. Capitan Beau is keeping his lead in the E-Spirit. 1.7 seconds now to Sever, who is P2 in the Lotus. The field separating slightly, that's about 20 seconds down to the back of the grid now. JX Cat in the Brand Stars made up one position into P23.
Look at those cuts real quick. It seems as though people have already done about 2 to 3 cuts. Some people have, at least.
Let's for fun then, let's see how far ahead Dakar can get, who seems to be very slidey through that not chicane corner.
He's going to pit as well.
So, is Dakar doing the exact same strategy as Capitan Beau then?
I wouldn't say that. I don't remember Capitan Beau being 30 seconds behind at the beginning.
Well, they've pitted on the same lap, so as Dakar comes in, Capitan Beau goes out, which means they're going to be staying the same distance between each other. However, what it will do is give Sever a free position and Danza Hajek a free time advantage, as well as his teammate. Well, it's going to give Danza Hajek a position, but it's not going to give his teammate a position. However, Dakar will be put straight into the slipstream of Danza Hajek, also the DRS, so he should be able to get past him very easily on the next straight. Well then,
final lap.
Here is Capitan Beau.
That's sad.
Matt was about to finish the last race and binned it into the wall. Here he comes.
Capitan Beau going down the straight. Yeah, that's going to be Red Star getting no resource points off of Dubai, which is going to be hell for them when it comes to next season.
Yeah, are the resource points being carried over?
Yes, they will be carried over.
Oh.
No matter if teams are changed. And here we go, Capitan Go. Final stretch.
And
he's going
wins.
to win the Dubai GP with fireworks.
Very fitting for this
right behind
dominant
him will
race.
Be Fernand, who's going to be finishing in 6th, and here comes the rest of the pack. Who's going to get it?
Here comes Dakar.
And Fernand Castron getting 7th, Sin getting 8th, and Lofan Greg getting 9th.
Dakar getting P2.
Dakar finishing in 2nd.
Kaikara, as long as he doesn't make a mistake, he's currently coming down the straight, the back straight with his DRS wing open. Rounds the not chicane corner.
Lance Droid and Danza Hedgehog getting 10th and 11th. Indominus getting 13th, and F1 Fan getting a tie with Indominus.
And here comes Kaikara.
Kaikara getting your 3rd position.
So there you go. There's a very small snippet of how everything works here, for our live events that is. It's going to change slightly for next season. We have got some more upgrades coming performance-wise with new computers and such, so we should be able to run these streams at a lot smoother pace, a lot less laggy. We know that we definitely know that has been an issue this season, so hopefully that will be improved shortly. So yeah, that's pretty much how we do it here. So next time we go live, you'll have a better understanding of how the show is put together. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next broadcast.